Should you DoorDash full-time in 2023? Now that's actually a really good question. And to be totally honest with you guys, the answer is yes and no. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for specifically. And so there are some reasons why you should DoorDash full-time in 2023 and some reasons why you shouldn't. So I'm going to be going over all of those because I've been through basically any scenario possible with DoorDash up to this point. I've DoorDashed for just under 5 years. I've done part-time, full-time, no time, more than full-time, 100-hour work weeks, you name it, I've done it. So as a veteran DoorDash driver myself, I'm going to be giving you everything you should know in regards to whether or not you should be a full-time DoorDash driver in the year of 2023. So first off, DoorDash is a great tool to use if you're kind of in between jobs right now. So this would fall under the yes category. Yes, you should be a full-time DoorDash driver if this is your only job. Let's say you just quit your job. Let's say you're even stuck at a job right now that you absolutely hate and you're making like anywhere below $100,000 a year, or let's say $80,000 a year. If you're making anything below that at the job that you hate right now, I would highly suggest quitting that. I know it might be scary, and I've actually never had to do that. I have quit a manager role at Taco Bell and KFC, where I was making about $50,000 a year to DoorDash, but never making $80,000 a year at a corporate job with benefits and stuff. To quit that and go to DoorDash, that's probably even harder, but I promise you, you're going to be happier if you enjoy driving around. So if you're stuck in a job that you hate and you're wanting to get out of it, just know that you can make $60,000 to $80,000 a year as a DoorDash driver if you're putting in 50, 60-hour work weeks and you're in a good area. So keep that in mind, that there is that out if you are wanting to escape that job. Or maybe you're in between jobs right now and you don't know where your path goes next. Maybe consider becoming a DoorDash driver full-time until you can figure out what you want to do next with your life. That's what I would suggest anyway. Now, some reasons why you shouldn't DoorDash full-time. And this is a big one. There are a lot of expenses that come along with DoorDashing full-time. And that would include, you're going to be putting a lot of miles on your car. You're probably, if you're doing it full-time, 40, 50 hours a week, then you're probably going to need to replace your car in about 3 years. So keep that in mind. You're also going to need to be paying for oil changes, new tires, new brake pads. What else goes along with that? Basically anything you can think of in regards to car maintenance, you're going to be paying for all that, and also you're going to be paying for quite a bit of gas. Now, all of that is a tax write-off, so you're probably going to pay less in taxes, but just keep that in mind that the more you DoorDash, the more expenses come along with it. So another reason why you shouldn't DoorDash full-time is if you are doing other stuff on the side, like starting your own business or, I don't know, trying to get your real estate license like I have. These are going to be things where you're going to want to use DoorDash as a part-time income, and you're going to want to be doing it on the side to make a little extra cash while you're trying to start up some other stuff. So I would recommend DoorDashing 20, 30 hours a week just so you have some cash flow coming in, but make sure you're putting in the full 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours you need to on your actual business or the career you're wanting to pursue or the education you're wanting to get to make that next step in your career. Make sure the majority of your time is focused on that and not you trying to put in 60-hour work weeks with DoorDash. That's not going to get you nearly as far as something else might. Now, if you are going to be a full-time DoorDash driver, and honestly, even if you're going to be a part-time DoorDash driver, you're going to want an app that helps you out while you're on the road that many hours. And I highly suggest you download the Solo app. The Solo app has some great features. They have a pay guarantee feature. So if you are one of those people that kind of stresses out about how much money you're going to be making, this app could actually help you with that because they have that pay guarantee feature. So you know at least you're going to be making that certain amount. So that's a great perk of the app. They also have some great tax information, and they just updated their mileage tracker, which you're going to need if you're doing DoorDash at all. Part-time, full-time, whatever it is, you need to track your mileage for tax season. So Solo has your back covered with all of that stuff. And if you use the link I have for you down below in the description to download that app, they are going to be giving you a bonus $10 just upon sign up. So if that interests you, check out the link down below in the description. Let's get back to some more reasons on if you should or shouldn't be a full-time DoorDash driver in 2023. Now, another reason you shouldn't be a full-time DoorDash driver is if you can't handle a variable income. If you need just a steadfast, this is how much I'm going to make every single week, this is my salary, I know I get this much time off, blah, 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 blah. If you need that structure, then I would highly, highly, highly recommend not being a DoorDash driver, because some months you can be making incredible money, $30, $35, $40 an hour as a DoorDash driver, but other months like January, you might end up making $9 an hour for the entire month. If you can't handle that stress of, am I going to make good money today? Am I going to lose money today because I'm going to have to spend more money on gas than I'm actually making? Then I highly recommend you don't do DoorDash full-time. Now, if that's you and you struggle with that stress that comes with a variable income, then you can still do it part-time, because then it's probably not going to be as stressful, especially if you have another solid job on the side that's bringing in a consistent income for you. Then yeah, it's totally fine, do it part-time, but I just wouldn't suggest doing it full-time if you struggle with that, or if you have a hard time handling the stress of that. Now, another reason you should be a full-time DoorDash driver in 2023 is because it can be a great stepping stone towards other things. Like I talked about in my last video, I got my real estate license and my schooling done while I was out DoorDashing, and I was doing DoorDash full time back then. And so I was out on the road delivering food while also listening to the online classes and taking the online tests while I was out making money. So that's a great way to do it. Or also, if you just don't really know what you want to do with your life, but you're trying to find a field that interests you, or you're trying to learn more information about starting your own business or things like that, I think DoorDash is a great way to do that, because you can go out, drive around for 40, 50 hours a week, make like $1,000, maybe even more, 1,500, who knows, depending on your area. And while you're doing that, you can be listening to YouTube video after YouTube video or podcast after podcast on a certain topic and start becoming an expert in that, because that's literally what I did. Was when I started real estate, was when I started my YouTube channel. I was on the road DoorDashing 40, 50 hours a week. And I was just listening to video after video, trying to gain the knowledge I needed to actually start a YouTube channel, to actually get my real estate license, to actually start making money in real estate. All of those things I learned just from listening to podcasts and different how-to videos on YouTube while I was out DoorDashing. So if you're wanting to learn how to edit or start a marketing company or a marketing agency or a bunch of different things out there, you can be learning all of that while being a full-time DoorDash driver, and it doesn't take away any time out of your day to do that, because you're able to listen to those things while you're out on the road making money. So there you guys have it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know if you are a full-time DoorDash driver, what's working for you, what's not working for you. Let's share it as a community and just try and help each other out in the comment section. And a lot of people ask some great questions, and I don't always have time to get to all of the questions. So if you're scrolling through the comments, you see a question that you have an answer to, just go ahead, help out a fellow DoorDash driver, help out a fellow person trying to make some money like we all are out here. So anyways, there you guys have it. Hopefully you did enjoy this video and you learned a lot from it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.